Well, the biggest mistake was not doing a thorough vetting of the person who they selected to replace Alex Trebek. And in this day and age, your footprint online lives forever. And so it's incumbent on every organization, whether it's a major one or a smaller business, to really be careful and to check the online footprint of anyone that you're putting forward as the public face of your organization. One of the biggest mistakes that Sony made when the controversy erupted was that they announced that he was going to be continuing immediately in an executive producer role, which I believe in hindsight was a mistake. Instead, they should have looked at maybe having him step away from the show for some time, perhaps do some work on himself, get some counseling, learn about sensitivity training, etc. The white hot glare was too hot in the moment to announce he's going from host and we're removing him from that, and now he's going to continue as the executive producer. I think that was one of the biggest mistakes that Jeopardy made, and I think that's part of why they've found themselves in this predicament. I think sometimes organizations go with what's most convenient and what's the quickest fix. And so it probably was a way for them to get back to recording episodes as quickly as possible with someone who was a friend of the family, if you will, someone who really knew Jeopardy backwards and forwards. So in hindsight, I think they're probably gonna look back on this and think we should have gone about the whole process differently, both in terms of vetting him and perhaps looking outside for someone else to bring in as a host, perhaps someone who had been living in the public eye for some time and had already been vetted. People post online, either in their professional or their personal capacities, and they say things that don't hold up to scrutiny over time. And so what we advise our clients is to share with care and post with purpose before you put anything online. If you follow those two rules, you can make sure that nothing you're putting out into the world can come back to bite you. They built a brand, and for the longest time, that brand was indelibly linked to Alex Trebek, the man, the myth, the personality. And I think that the show found itself in a bit of a quandary. How do you replace the irreplaceable? I do think, though, that long term, there are enough fans out there who love Jeopardy, who love the format, who love the content, that they will survive this trauma, but they definitely got themselves into a serious situation here. And I'm sure that when they go back and look at how they proceeded, they'll learn some real tough lessons from it and hopefully do better moving forward. Yeah, I think one of the things that's most remarkable is the speed with which cancel culture moves in this day and age. In a hyper-connected world, bad news travels incredibly fast. And someone can find himself or herself on the receiving end of crusaders who aren't going to be satisfied until they get their pound of flesh. And I think it is a reminder to everyone that you need to share with care and post with purpose when it comes to your social media activities, but also that things can get out of control really quickly. And it underscores that if organizations want to stay out of the limelight for the wrong reasons, they need to do planning and preparation in advance and not wait until they're already under scrutiny and under fire, whether it's hiring or other mistakes.